I want to talk about the. Did you watch the Jinder Roman match?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I just think it went a little bit too long. But I don't think that they deserved the chance that they were getting, bro.
Bro, let me tell you something. This is.
You know, they were chanting Johnny Gargano, huh?
Well, bro, they're chanting. Here's the thing. I don't care what you can chant whatever you want, all right? But my whole thing. But
it isn't that you can chant whatever you want. When the crowd's chanting that means they don't like the match. Okay, because you didn't see them chant that during AJ Styles and Nakamura, which was a great match.
No, but that's the thing. I think the fans were just because they have a predetermined. Here's what I didn't like. Okay, and this is where the fans were assholes, in my opinion. Okay, is that they have a predetermined vision of what Roman is because of creative, and they don't like him. They have a predetermined thing of what Jinder is because they don't like his work and stuff. But bro. Okay, that's fine. You can do some chants and stuff, but if they're actually working hard and actually having a good match, and you're chanting this match sucks and this is awful, that's the fans are just being dicks because they did not deserve that. Okay, because whatever. If you're a fan and like you respect the product, you talk about like you're a WWE universe and you love if the two guys that you've demonized are going to go bust it, these guys knew the fans were going to hate them. Like, if I would have booked that match, and I was the agent or I was talking to this, I go, bro, you know what these guys should do? These like they did remember when Roman just sat in the ring the day after he beat The Undertaker and didn't say a word for 10 minutes and just let the fans boo him?
Yeah.
I would have told these guys, you know what, let's do this. Go out there and grab a headlock and hold it for 15 minutes. And just let the crowd do the same chants they would have done. And it would have actually been a story could have come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like they trolled the fans while the fans were trolling them if they would have done that. But they went out and busted their ass and just basically went out and put up professional performance and worked their ass off. And still, the fans just decided we're gonna shit on you guys and we're gonna shit on your professionalism, which is wrong. You know? Did you see that Ryan Satin jumped in on this with me?
No.
Did you see? Oh, you did not see this. Okay, so Ryan Satin.
That's what no means.
He thinks it's funny that I'm sitting there saying that when I had no problem with the fan yelling cheeseburger at Nia Jax. And I'm like, bro, I go, we had an exchange. I go, that's completely different. I go, because the fans are healing on an overweight character trying to get under the character's skin. They're not shitting on the performance of of both performers in the match. That's completely different. You know, you're like they're not. They weren't chanting Nia Jax like this is awful. Your match sucks. They're chanting cheeseburger at her because she's overweight. That's like completely. Do you agree that those are two completely different types of instances?
They're different, but in a way they do have similarities. But I do see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's similarities. You're disrespecting her, but she's an overweight character.
Yeah, you're still disrespecting Roman and Jinder by saying this match sucks, even if they're not saying Roman sucks. You're basically but one is more like you said. One is more kind of like I don't know. You're being dicks in both cases, but I think with Roman and Jinder, there is something to what you say. People already hate him, and no matter what he does, they're gonna boo him. And you could tell Jinder. This is what I felt. I feel like Jinder and Roman are two guys that get a lot of boos. Obviously, Jinder doesn't care because he's a heel, and I'm sure it's bothered Roman at some point, as hard as he's worked and everything he does.
Right.
And I've heard from guys that are real cool, that I get along with real cool, and I respect their opinion. They're like Roman Reigns is one of the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so he has respect in the dressing room, bro. Big time respect.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I think the fans, I think they're more than anything still telling WWE, this isn't the guy that, this is the guy you want to push. We're pushing back because of all the times you didn't listen to us. And I don't know if it's more Romans in the position. Like maybe if somebody else was in that position, they'd be getting that heat too. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. Like Roman didn't do anything. Like those guys did nothing wrong out there.
No.
They went out and busted their ass
but
and
like
had a
you
good
said,
match.
there's already a predetermined bias. Yeah.
Right, exactly. You're
I thought when I was looking at
predetermined bias while these guys are working their ass off.
Right, when I was looking at Jinder, the one thing I was thinking is Jinder knows, bro, he reads shit, he hears shit. Wrestlers, the first thing they do after a match, the majority of them, especially this generation, is they immediately go to their phone to see what people said about them. Immediately. And, it must hurt Jinder to hear you suck and you can't go and all this. And he probably wanted to go in there with Roman and go, hey, man, I can still go. And, I like the thing they did with the guy in the wheelchair. That got him some heat and all that. But you could tell Mahal was working extra hard, and so they were working hard. They didn't deserve that chant. So I will agree with you on that.